Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your practice quiz for Section 4, Chapter 9. All right, so let's go ahead and get started right away with this. Always look to factor first. As soon as you see plus and minuses in there, always think factoring. Now, since these are both perfect squares separated by a minus sign, I know that's a conjugate product. We've got a GCF of 2 on the bottom, leaving me with that, 2 times x minus 4. The x minus 4's cancel out, leave you with x plus 4 over 2. Over here, we have 15x squared plus 20x. So plus and minus, I think factor. GCF of 5x I'm going to start with. That leaves me with 3x plus 4 over 25x to the 4. I'm going to compare these two. So that's going to be 1 times 3x plus 4. Because 5 and 25 reduce to 1/5. The x's cancel out, leaving me with an x and a third on the bottom. It is not necessary to write the 1 there because you have 3x plus 4 up top. So, but if you have it there, not a big deal. Still okay. All right, GCF here, 5x. That's going to leave me with 2x plus 7 over 45x to the 4th. Again, I'm looking at the 5x and the 45x to the 4th. So 5x is going to go bye-bye. Leaves me with 2x plus 7. Divide these by 5x, I'm going to get 9x to the 3rd. GCF of 3 leaves me with x squared minus x minus 2 all over x plus 2, x minus 2. Again, I notice perfect squares separated by a minus sign, so we have conjugates here. I then can factor the top. So I'm going to put my x's in, plus minus. Numbers that multiply to be 2 have a difference of 1. So 1 and 2, keep the bottom the same. You can see the x minus 2 is going to cancel out. So 3 times x plus 1 over x plus 2. The key is factoring all the way, and then just matching up what is the same on top and bottom to cancel out. Okay, continuing with the second pairing of 3 and 4. Again, plus and minus here, I'm going to think, all right, then I can factor this. Looks like x plus 5, x plus 2. Denominator doesn't look like any GCFs there. Again, this denominator x plus 5 is just good as is. Pull GCF out of the top, and now I'm going to cross cancel. So I think of this as one big fraction. X plus 3's cancel out. X plus 5's cancel out. Finish me with x times x plus 2. All right. No addition, subtraction, therefore no factoring. We'll go right across the top. So 9 times 15, 135. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 plus 3 is 4. So it's 1. Over 7 times 10 is 70. And no x's, so I don't need an x there. My apologies. And I have y to the 18. So let's go ahead and reduce this. I'm going to divide this by 5, which gives me 27. I'll divide this by 5, which gives me 14. X to the 14th is good up top. Y's. Y on bottom is larger, and I have 14 left after I subtract 18. All right. Number 5, x plus 4 cannot be factored. Looks like a negative x squared will be pulled out here to make this x plus 2. And then I'm going to factor this. So I need two numbers that multiply to be 7 that have a difference of negative 5. So that'll be plus 2, negative 7. That'll be negative 14, and then these subtract to be negative 5. All right, so let's cancel some stuff out here. Looks like the x plus 2's, and that looks like all that's going to cancel out. So everything else seems to say. So that x plus 4 times x minus 7 all over negative x squared. All right? Now here, GCF of 4x, but notice the x squared is the higher degree term, has a negative. I'm going to go ahead and pull a negative 4x out. Therefore, making this positive 1x minus 1. Right? So that's negative 4x pulled out, and we're left with x minus 1. Down here, it looks like x plus 3 times minus 1. Hey, that was a good decision then. Let's factor this. So that'll be x plus, x minus. Looks like 3 and 2. 3 has to go with the positive. All over 4x. So he's going to cancel out with him. X minus 1 and x plus 3. So it looks like negative x times, or x minus 2, or you can think of that as negative x plus 2. All right. And shifting to the back is nothing but division. So we'll have to take this in pairs. GCF of 2. Notice the plus and minus. I'm looking for to factor that right away. Bottom is negative 20x. No factoring necessary. 24x to the fourth cannot be factored. X plus 7 cannot be factored. So here we go. We get 48x to the fourth over negative 20x. I'm going to divide these both by 4. So this will be 12x to the third, because 4 minus 1 is 3. I'm going to divide this by 4, which is negative 5. And that is it. Over here, perfect cube, perfect cube. Think so. Okay, so it'll be the cube root of x cubed is x, plus the cube root of 64, which is 4. The reason I know this is plus is because I always start with the same sign. Now, I know I'm going to go opposite, always plus. X times what is x cubed? X times x squared. 4 times 16 is 64. 4 times x is 4x. Over. Now I'm going to factor this. So that'll be x plus 4, x minus 3. Times 15x over 1. Because x squared and x cancel out. So this is just x. He's gone. And then you want to flip this as well when I change division multiplication. All right. Not a lot going on here. 15x times x squared minus 4x plus 16 over x minus 3. Okay. Now, some people might try to factor down this, but your argument would be, excuse me, two numbers that multiply to be 16, okay, that add up to 4, because these signs are both minus. So they add up to 17, they add up to 10, they add up to 8. Nothing adds up to this 4, so that's why you can't factor x squared minus 4x plus 16. All right, last step, let's finish up with 9 and 10. All the factoring in the world, right? So we'll do this top left in blue. So that's x plus 5, x plus 2. Let's do the bottom left in pink, which is this. That will be x plus 5, x minus 3. Okay. Now I'm going to factor the top here on the bottom because I'm flipping it. So this will be x minus 7, x plus 2. All right. And then I'm going to factor this on top. So that'll be x plus 8, x minus 3. So to help you color coordinate this, that's factored in purple. Sorry, double tap. That's your purple. This is your green, what's factored. Right, so there's your pink. And here's your blue. Okay. So let's go ahead and cross some stuff out here. So we got x plus 5's matching up. We got x minus 3's matching up. We got x plus 2's matching up. So all we're left with is x plus 8 over x minus 7. Right? Okay, so I'm going to factor this one in blue. Let's factor this in pink. And we'll factor this in purple. Alright, so let's jump back to blue. This will be x plus 10, x minus 6. On bottom, GCF of x squared leaves you with x minus 6. Times. Go ahead and flip it. GCF of 3, x plus 10. cancel this stuff out. So we got x plus 10s, we have x minus 6. All right. So that basically leaves you with 1 over 3x squared. That's it. Good luck on your quiz tomorrow. If you have questions, feel free to email, respond to me, or see me in class. Okay? Guys, hang in there. Factoring does get easier, and it's not going away because Section 5 is going to stay. You know the drill, okay? Hang in, trust us, trust the process, and always look for DCF, and try to factor out. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.